You're out in the mountain and you're going by some brush, and it's taller than your head, and there's trees in there, and you're in the middle of a forest. Suddenly you hear crashing, and it goes about 3 steps, and then it's silent. So you go in to the brush and you look around, and on the other side of the brush you find it's an open forest, and there is nobody running through the forest, and you can see for a long way through the forest. So where did this person go, or this being? Why 3 steps, 3 heavy steps? You see, I've heard this many times in the last 5 years, and I've said that many times, that this is what I hear. I hear 2 to 3 steps, and then that's it. And they're always heavy steps. You know it's somebody just running. So my question was, are they running and then like pushing a button and jumping into, say, a different dimension? Well, I don't like to think like that. First off, I mean, if it proves to be something like that, and that will just be way beyond my knowledge anyway. So what I'm thinking is they do something else. Well, I used to think that maybe they would pick up, say, a log or something and then scoot down into a hole. But then all I hear is crash, crash, silence, or crash, 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 silence, and that's all I ever hear. So I've been sitting here thinking about it, and I think I have the answer. They're not opening a door, like lifting up something or anything like that. They are jumping into the ground. And this is kind of what the Native Americans said, that they disappear into the ground. Well, let's say there are doors into caves, caverns, tunnels, even buildings underneath the ground where they live. And what they're doing is they're standing next to these doorways and doing whatever they're supposed to do in the forest. And then when I come along and they hear me all of a sudden, because I'm really quiet, when I come along and all of a sudden I'm there, and they do their run and they jump into these holes. And I was thinking, these holes then are like spring-loaded doorways. You just jump on them and the door opens up, and you go flying in, and then it closes up behind you real quick, and it's quiet. So, how can they access these doors? Is there a lever you push or something? But then the running and jumping thing is what really made me think. If these guys are weighing in at 300, 400, 500, 600 pounds or more, you could jump on a door and set the door to only go off at, say, like 800 pounds of pressure. That means what you do is you run and you jump up and you land on the door and you just go in because you put so much pressure on it. Now me, I weigh 220 pounds, but maybe I wouldn't be able to get through this door even if I jumped, without, say, jumping from like 30 feet or up or something, and maybe it would open up. But these guys, if they supposedly weigh so much, could just, set the doors to open only under their kind of pressure. So that makes me think that what I need to do is go out and find these doors. Well, I know where these guys keep jumping me and doing all this kind of stuff, so I mean, I know the doors are right there, I just don't know how to access them. Well, with this theory in mind, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a metal pipe, or a solid metal pipe I would prefer, and then and a hammer, just a little sledgehammer or something, and pound it into the ground around these areas where I know these guys keep doing this running and jumping stuff, and see if there's a door underneath the dirt and all that kind of stuff. And I'll be looking for certain kind of other signs that might have to do with it. So that's my theory, and I'm sticking with it.